This is Game Night Live. WJBF Sports presents local high school football live in your living room each Friday night. Game Night Live is powered by McDonald's. I'm loving it. And now, your hosts, Ashley Brown and John Hart.
Grovetown High School on Warrior Way in beautiful Grovetown, Georgia. It is week 9 of Game Night Live tonight. A Columbia County rivalry renewed, and more importantly than that, a huge region showdown between the Evans Knights and the Grovetown Warriors. Good evening to you once again, everybody. John Hart, joined once again by Ashley Brown. Matt Lane will join us in a few moments down on the field. And AB, we have had a lot of big matchups this year on Game Night Live. Many of them for bragging rights. Yes, there are bragging rights at stake here tonight, but again, much more than that as these two teams share the top spot in the region.
Well, the way the region shakes out, it looks like this could decide things in the region. Certainly it could decide who's going to be at home for a playoff game if these two teams keep playing the way they have. Grovetown's at 4-3, but they're playing their best football right now. Their defense is one of the best in the area, and they made a change at quarterback that really gave them a lift, although we hear Jamar Bingham is banged up tonight and might not get the start. They may go with Taylor Youngblood. And for Evans, they've been one of the most prolific scoring teams in the state all year, ranking in the top 5 in the state and scoring at 44 points a game. They've got an electrifying new quarterback as well named Demetrius Taylor. He transferred in from Thompson. All he's done is count for 23 touchdowns in the Knights' first 6 games. He's been outstanding, 17 touchdowns on the ground, 6 through the air. And yeah, it's a rivalry game. The fans have been jawing back and forth. The parents have been jawing back and forth about who's better. All in good fun. It's been pretty clean. But, yeah, tonight they both want to win very badly.
And that is the matchup to watch tonight. Evans is sort of the irresistible force. Grovetown, I should say, is the Evans is the irresistible force, and Grovetown sort of the immovable object, offense versus defense.
Yeah, led by Greg Rogers, who's an outstanding linebacker. He's got 90 tackles already, one of the leading tacklers in the state of Georgia, coming off a game where he had 17 tackles last week. They call him Rhino, and you'll see why when the game gets going. Number 35 in blue is a pretty tough customer, no doubt.
And you see the two teams, the captains, ready to move to midfield for the coin toss. We will have that when we come back right after this on Game Night Live. Evans and Grovetown as the captains approach midfield for the coin toss. As these two teams get ready to battle for the top spot in Region 3-6A, and for the coin toss, we will send it down for our first Augusta Auto Auction Sideline Report of the night and Matt Lane.
All right, gentlemen, shake hands, introduce yourselves. Gentlemen, you've been chosen to captain your team. Can you control your team? Yes, sir. Y'all don't sound like y'all mean it. Can y'all control y'all team?
Yes, sir.
Good. If y'all can't control it, we will. Know how? We'll start throwing flags, start sending them out to the parking lot. All right? It's going to be 22 of y'all out here running around. It's going to be 6 for us officiating. Y'all run a lot faster than we do, but we're going to do the best we can, all right?
Yes, sir.
Make y'all a promise tonight. I will not throw any touchdown passes. Y'all can't throw no flags. Fair enough?
Yes, sir.
All right, guys, here we go. The coin got a tails and a heads. What is your call?
Tails.
Tails is called. It is a heads. You have won the toss. You have the option to kick the ball, receive the ball, defend the goal, or defer your choice to second half.
First choice in second half.
You have the option to receive the ball, pull the ball. Which way you want to kick it? Right, put your back over here. Y'all put your other way. All right, gentlemen, shake hands.
Somebody argue with the official, them changing
Good luck,
the
guys.
call,
Bring your teams out. Let's
then
go,
we'll
let's go.
start letting you argue with the officials. Until then, be quiet. This guy, it seems like he's on that same page.
We are almost set for kickoff between the Knights and the Warriors here on Game Night Live.
Well, let's take a look at the keys to the game brought to you by Ford. And for Evans, play their game. They've been playing great. Don't let it get in their head that, hey, this is a big game. We've got to play better. Play their game. Play fast offense. And also make Grovetown throw the football. That's where they've struggled a little bit this year with a lot of turnovers.
And the Knights take the field from the right side of your screen.
For Grovetown, in close games, you got to win that turnover battle and win special teams. That's what will win the game. That's what Grovetown needs to really do tonight. And they've got to give up no big plays. Evans can strike quickly with a number of fast players. Grovetown's got to stop that tonight. fired up, ready to go tonight. Their fans were too. Like I said, a lot of talking on social media. Fans, saying we're going to win this game. No, there's no way you can stop our offense. No, you can't score on our defense. It's been going back and forth. And like I said, it's been all in good fun. But look, tonight, these two teams desperately want to beat each other. Again, whoever wins this game puts himself in great shape to win the region. Grovetown's 2-0 in region play. Evans is 1-0. The team that also wins really puts himself in a good spot for a home playoff spot possibly because, again, based on how they've played and how this thing shakes out, you would think they would have an advantage in most of the games the rest of the way this year.
Grovetown 4-3 overall on this season, 2-0 as you mentioned, AB, in the region. Evans 4-2 overall and 1-0 in the region, and it will be the Knights to receive the opening kickoff.
Well, they've met 7 times. Evans leads the series 4 games to 3, but and last year it was a tight game. Evans won 27-24, and I was alerted by a Grovetown fan, yes, but there were a lot of penalties called on us in that game. We actually did that game. It was a great game. Corey Watkins was a real key, and he'll be a key tonight. He wears number 3 for Evans. He has got a lot of college offers. Right now it looks like maybe a lean to Furman, and he is like electrifying with the football, whether it's on kick returns, punt returns, running the ball, catching it out of the backfield, and he also plays defense. Just a great, great athlete, number 3 in white.
And he is back deep to receive for the Knights. And it will be our first look at Corey Watkins on the return, and he is across the 30, close to the 40-yard line before he's brought down at the 39, and that is where this Grovetown offense will set up shop. And AB, as you mentioned, it is a new-look Grovetown offense the last few weeks.
Well, it is. They made a change at quarterback, and it really gave them a shot in the arm. They just started playing much better. They're coming off a game where they beat Heritage 42-39. They wouldn't have been able to score 42 points early the way they were playing offense. They made a change, and we'll get a chance to see whether or not Jamar Bingham's going to play tonight because he's a little banged up. Taylor Youngblood was the starter early in the year. Now the Evans offense, Demetrius Taylor's the man, and there he is at quarterback.
And that is Demetrius Taylor handing it off, and a stop right through the middle by Grovetown, number 57. That is Cornelius McCord, a big senior.
Well, the first guy to hit him was number 33, and that's Cofield, Shamar Cofield. As you watch, Cofield hits him here, but it was driven back by a blocker. So he initially got there, and Greg Rhino Rogers was there too, number 35. So, again, that's the key tonight. Can Evans run on this Grovetown defense?
They're trying again, and again it is Watkins averaging 125 yards a game, and again he is stopped short.
Yeah, Watkins, like I said, electrifying player, had a long kick return last year that really changed the course of this game between these two. Right now, though, they put themselves in third and long. They don't throw it a lot. They've only thrown the ball 70 times this year in 6 games, so about 12 throws a game.
Knights need 12 from their own 34-yard line. 3 wide to the left. Looking to throw, and it is intercepted, picked off by D'Angelo Durham. Durham room down the left sideline and taken down inside the red zone at the 19.
Well, I said the turnover battle is key. D'Angelo Durham, known more for offense as a tailback, but makes a big play there on a throw that was just thrown right to him, underthrown. And by the way,
he's got a lot of eyes on him tonight.
I was going to say it gives us a great chance to mention the fact that D'Angelo Durham, there you see him number 1 with the interception. His father, Sergeant Major Durham, is in the house tonight. Made the trip from Newport News, Virginia, where he serves our country. All his buddies are there watching, so we appreciate you. And also, he's got a lot of family members watching as well on our WJBF live feed in St. Louis, Missouri. So hello to all the Durhams and all the Durham fans and friends out there. We appreciate you guys watching, and D'Angelo comes up big for you early.
And we appreciate your service as well. And it is.
Get up on your feet and cheer for the team.
Well,
Picked up, let's see, how many picked up 9 yards there on first down.
And Bingham is in the game. I wondered how was this legit that Jamar Bingham was injured, because I saw him walking around. He looked fine before the game, and he is in there. So it's not Taylor Youngblood. It's Bingham who has given them a lift offensively. A more athletic quarterback can run it, and also has done a better job at not turning the ball over. That was where Youngblood was hurting himself. He had 7 picks and just 2 touchdowns, and certainly Bingham's done a little better job at controlling the football and also keeping the football away from the other team.
So almost immediately now the Warriors are inside the Augusta Technical College red zone here, but it is 3rd down now from the 11-yard line.
Well, one Evans fan let me know, hey, you keep talking the Grovetown defense, the Evans offense. The Evans defense has played great, and our starters don't usually get to play the second half or fourth quarter. We'll see. They need a big stand here. There's Cofield.
And they're going to run it. Cofield inside the 5. He should have the first down and does to about the 3-yard line as the Warriors now knocking on the door early here in the first quarter.
Yeah, Dedrick Holmes came up from his safety spot and made the tackle. It looked like Cofield might have a touchdown there. There's Grovetown. There you see Cofield. He had a lead blocker, had a hole, and then watch the safety came up and made a great tackle going low. You got to tackle those big guys low. But Grovetown knocking on the door here early.
First and goal from the 3-yard line.
And D'Angelo Durham is the tailback. The Evans look like they're coming with a blitz.
It is Durham straight ahead. Durham, touchdown, Grovetown.
Well, his dad made the trip to see him play, 8 hours at least, and he is not disappointed. An interception and a touchdown already for D'Angelo Durham. That's his 10th rushing touchdown of the year. He came over from Aquinas as a sophomore at Aquinas. He was an all-state running back with over 1,400 yards rushing. Last year had a little bit of a down year statistically, and this year he's back to maybe being his old self.
And the point after is up and good off the foot of – no, it's no good, sorry.
Yeah, our GMC.
The GMC kicks for college. So 6-0, Grovetown leads at 9:01 left to play in the first quarter. Grovetown strikes first. 6-0 Warriors lead over Evans in this battle for first place in the region, and is the Knights back to receive. Phoenix Jenkins will watch it sail back into the end zone, and the Knights will take over.
Yeah, good kick there to not allow a return of any kind, because last year, again, in this game, returns were big for both teams. Lorenzo Holmes from Grovetown had a nice return for a touchdown. So did Corey Watkins for Evans. I think he actually got pushed out right at the goal line on his. It was about a 90-yarder. Let's see if the Evans offense can answer. They looked a little out of sorts there on that first series as Grovetown's defense came fired up and ready to play.
Averaging 49 points a game is this Knights offense, but trailing 6-0 early here and keeping it on the ground and across the 20-yard line. Maybe a pickup of a couple as they keep pushing the pile there.
Well, there's Cofield right in the middle of it. The guys you're going to want to keep an eye on, 33, Shamar Cofield there, 35, Greg Rogers, number 1, D'Angelo Durham. Those are kind of the leaders of this team for Grovetown. And this is and there you look at the starting lineup for Evans, and again, the top 2 guys, Demetrius Taylor, Corey Watkins, those are their big play guys. If they go to the air, they've got a number of guys, but Breshawn Willis is probably their game breaker.
2nd and 8, and again on the ground and keeping, and Demetrius Taylor has all sorts of room across midfield. It's a foot race now, and he is dragged down from behind by Miles Jackson. Otherwise, he's gone, AB.
Well, and I love the patience of Lamille Lackey. He knows he's got a thoroughbred here in Taylor, but he kept pounding Watkins. Then he fakes it to Watkins, and Taylor's wide open for a big, big gain. A lot of the Thompson folks thought he should have been the starter there a year ago. It was a big controversy there. He transfers over, and there with a big 44-yard run, Taylor has Evans inside the Grovetown 35-yard line.
At the 34 to be exact, this Evans team averaging 271 a game on the ground and picked up 44 of that in one chunk there on the feet of Demetrius Taylor. So on first down this time, it'll be another keeper this time. Taylor breaks free again.
Wow.
Did you see that move?
Which one?
There at the 22. The second one is the one I'm talking about. He had 2 good ones.
Man, that was a little bit shifty there. I've been hearing about Taylor, and I hadn't got to see him a lot because, of course, we do a game, and I've just been able to watch highlights. But watch the fakes.
We got us.
Oh, yeah, here we go. We catch up here as right there. He just faked out the corner.
It is another first down now inside the Augusta Technical College red zone, and they'll run straight ahead. Not a whole lot there for Corey Watkins.
Yeah, Watkins is going to have one of those nights where he's going to have to ground it out against a good defense. Here's that line, though. The offensive line for Evans is a group that has done a great job. 4 seniors on that group. Gray Nichols transferred in from Lakeside. Sam Knight is the leader up there, and they've done an excellent job this year opening holes for an offense that, again, one of the most explosive in the state.
2nd and 10 from the 19-yard line of Grovetown. It is Taylor wanting to throw. Taylor end zone. Touchdown! Complete into the arms of Phoenix Jenkins.
Yeah, Jenkins may have got away with one there, but the defensive back wasn't in position. You know, he's got to be ready. And, you know, when you see the receiver turn around and look up, the ball's coming. You know, watch the end of the play. Jenkins, a little push off here to give himself a little room. So it's a touchdown for Evans, and the Knights are on the board.
So the Warriors throw down the gauntlet at one end of the stadium, and the Knights answer the call at the other end, and now the point after to take their attempt to take a 1-point lead.
Well, I said if it came down to kicking on our GMC Kicks for College, Evans had an advantage because they've got one of the best kickers in the area, Max Tyler. He's already booted a 49-yarder this year.
He is 3 of 4 in field goals this season. The extra point is up and good, and the Knights take the lead 7-6, 6:51 to play here in quarter number 1. Knights to kick off after taking a 7-6 lead. And it is Max Tyler booting it deep and out of the end zone. And the Warriors will take over first and 10 at their own 20. Down to Matt Lane for another Augusta Auto Auction Sideline Report and a very special guest, Matt.
Thank you, John. That's right. D'Angelo Durham's dad, as you guys talked about coming into the game, making the big trip today. You can't ask for a better start to the game for your son.
Oh, yes, sir. He's a very good kid, and he's keeps his mind on the game. So the first play of the game, having that interception and working for his team, that's outstanding.
Playing really well throughout his years of high school, really kind of a star player here at Grovetown. What's that been like for you to kind of be able to watch him go each and every year, get a little bit older, like you said, really determined player, and just do a special start to this game, but really a special career?
Well, first of all, I just tell him to thank God for the talent that he has and for him to be humble. D'Angelo started playing ball when he was about 7 or 8 years old, and he just continued. He's a very team player, and he's very coachable. So any of his coaches would say right now that kid would do any and everything that he can for his team.
And real quick, before I let you get back to the stands, actually coming down to talk to us real quick during the game, but what's been your proudest moment in not only his career, but in his high school career as well?
Well, my proudest moment is just seeing him be that student athlete, keeping those grades up and being determined on getting to the next level.
Mr. Durham making the long trip from Virginia for tonight's game, already starting off D'Angelo Durham with an interception and also a touchdown in the first quarter. Back to you, John.
And Matt, thanks, and again, I can't say it enough, thank you for your service. And as if on cue, there was D'Angelo Durham, AB, but not a whole lot of room this time.
Yeah, Evans strung it out good, and the big guy there, 31, we haven't talked about him much, but probably of all the defensive players, the most heavily recruited, he and Greg Rogers from Grovetown, and that's number 31, Kobe Germany. Germany's a kid that is 6'2", 6'3", about 240, and just a beast in there. They've got him playing nose tackle right now, and he strung that out himself from that nose tackle spot.
Loss of 6. They need 10 on third down, so it'll be Bangham trying to throw. He will instead keep it and run it out to about the 26-yard line. It'll be short of the first down in a kicking situation for the Warriors.
Well, what he did, though, was he was able to scramble out of trouble, and he didn't throw the ball into trouble. You know, and that's the thing he's done differently than was happening early in the year. And, you know, Taylor Youngblood was the starter all of last season and had done a pretty good job for this team, but they needed to make a change. They did, and it really did give them a boost. Youngblood's out there now as the punter for the squad. And as Bingham runs out of bounds, it's unable to pick up the first.
Taylor Youngblood will kick it away for Grovetown. He's got a strong leg, averaging 33 yards a kick this year.
Well, always good to have a guy back there that can throw the ball, too. You never know when you might want to do a fake in a game like this. It's going to be tight.
Just as we said it,
yeah,
the ball came off of his foot a little bit, and that's going to give Evans great field position inside Grovetown territory. Boy, he keeps stepping it off. It's going to be at the 43-yard line.
Wow, Evans, great field position. You know, Grovetown didn't turn it over, but that's almost like a turnover. I said the turnover battle was big, especially for Grovetown in this one, because they just don't have the high-powered offense Evans does. But although last week they scored 42 against a pretty good opponent in Heritage out of Conyers in a big, big win. The only like opponents that these two teams have played was Alcovey, and Grovetown beat them 17-3. Evans beat them 43-10 last week.
And that's about to change these next few weeks as these Columbia County teams bounce off each other in the region. The hole closed quickly there, and the Warriors shut it down. Garrett Wilkes, the first man up there to stop Demekus Taylor.
Yeah, Wilkes was there. Also Cornelius McCord as well.
So no gain there. It'll bring up second down.
Yeah, Greg Rogers got in there also. Rogers, again, 90 tackles in 7 games for the Warriors, averaging about almost 13 tackles per game.
Taylor to throw, and it'll fall incomplete, bring it third down.
Yeah, it was rolling to his right, just unable to get enough on that football. He had Phoenix Jenkins open. Jenkins, who already has a touchdown grab tonight. And Taylor, coming into the game, was 37 of 69 for 630 yards and 6 touchdowns, completing 54% of his passes. Where he's done the real damage, though, is on the ground. 17 rushing touchdowns.
I was going to say 23 total touchdowns this year. That is an amazing number.
And just had some huge games this year. He had a game where he had 3 rushing and 3 passing earlier this year.
He's been pretty even-keeled as a quarterback, 630 yards through the air, 590 on the ground. And he needs 10 yards here, and that's going absolutely nowhere.
Well, I tell you right now, the Grovetown front is winning the battle over the Evans team, even though they gave up the one long drive. I mean, up the middle, Evans not able to get anything going with Corey Watkins. Watkins came into this game averaging 9.1 yards a carry, over 750 yards rushing in the first 6 games, and so far tonight they have shut him down. It's been Taylor with a couple of big runs and then the touchdown pass, but they have done a good job shutting down the number 1 weapon running the ball, and that's Watkins.
Jonathan Hogan with the big stop for Grovetown. So Evans, that high-powered offense, goes backwards 6 yards on this possession.
Yeah, great stand by Grovetown's defense after the offense gave Evans great field position.
Good kick. Back deep to receive for Grovetown is Braxton Morton. That ball's going to be down in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 20, and the Warriors will set up shop once again. Good kick there.
Yeah, Tyler had a great punt. Yeah. Unfortunately for him, it took a huge bounce and goes in the end zone. So really, Grovetown there dodges a bullet. Evans got the ball inside the 45 to start that possession, and really, you know, Grovetown just gets it right back where they had it before the punt. Actually, not too far behind there anyway, and at the 20-yard line.
7-6 Grovetown trails Evans here, 3:21 to play in quarter number 1.
Now, Grovetown, it's impressive that they're doing as well as they have this year. I give Coach Postel a lot of credit because they lost 33 seniors to graduation as they complete a pass out to Cofield. Not only that, John, of those 33, I think 7 signed college scholarships. There are very few teams in this area that could survive losing 33 kids and 7 college scholarship signee guys and come back and play the way they have this year. Now, they do benefit a little bit from Fort Gordon as people, more kids move into that school probably than most, but still very impressive for Coach Postel in his second year here at Grovetown. And he and Coach Lackey, 2 of the bright, I say young coaches, they certainly new to their head jobs in Columbia County for sure.
Postel, no stranger to championship football. He played defensive back at Auburn and was a member of that 2000 Auburn team that made it to the SEC championship game.
And he's just loves it. You know, he brought a renewed sense of excitement to the school. Last year before the season, I just never seen anything like it. The kids were amped up about the season and, you know, put Grovetown football in a position to, you know, make a move. And, you know, they were a good team last year, but even losing all that talent, they seem to be maybe playing a little better this year.
Both these teams made the playoffs last year, but made a first-round exit as straight up the middle goes Durham for another 6 yards.
Yeah, that's what they want to change. And, you know, they play, the region they go up against is, you know, full of some good teams, Tucker, Stevenson, and some of those tough teams out of Atlanta. And that's what Evans and Grovetown would like to change this year if they can get those home playoff games. It's very big to be at home because if not, you're going on the road to Tucker and Stevenson, 2 of the best teams in the state.
Second down, Warriors need 4 from their own 40-yard line. As the clock ticks near 2 minutes to play in quarter number 1. And straight up the middle will go Cofield, and he'll pick up the first down up near midfield, too. He'll call it the 47.
Well, one thing that Grovetown can do by running the football and picking up 4 and 5 yards at a clip is, you know, obviously you want to score, but they keep that Evans offense off the field also. So you don't have to make big plays. You've got to limit Evans' big plays, keep the football, and win that turnover battle. And if you do that, Grovetown's going to have a good chance to win this football game. Right now, the only difference was a missed extra point in what has been a pretty good first quarter.
And it is Durham this time on the left side. Not much room over there. He might have gotten one.
Good job that time. Number 95 for the Evans Knights making the play defensively. That is Ben Prescott. He had a great year last year. You see Prescott fought off the block and was able to make the play. And they got lucky there, Evans did, that Prescott made the play because Evans blitzed from the other side of the line with 2 linebackers, and they kind of ran away from the blitz. They do something interesting on their blitz. They basically blitz 2 guys, one in front of the other, instead of having them split up, and one guy sort of pushes the other guy through. That's what they've done a couple of times tonight already.
Call it no gain. It is 2nd and 10, and in all kinds of trouble is Jameer Bingham, and down he goes. And
Kobe
that's
Germany.
going to be big Kobe Germany on the sack for Evans.
Kobe Germany has got more than a half dozen college scholarship offers, and there you get to see a glimpse of what the college teams get to see. This year, his stats aren't as big as they normally are because they've moved him inside from defensive end to nose tackle. Also in on that play for Evans, it was big number 70 in there as well. That's Tyson Scott. And the blitz bothered Grovetown that time. They brought DJ Lewis on a blitz. And I think that threw Grovetown off a little bit, and it opened up a hole for Germany to get through.
Germany, the 7th tackle for loss this year, is Evans' leading tackler. Now we have a delay here. Let's see.
When he was a freshman,
timeout Knights.
When he was a freshman, talking about Kobe Germany, he already had major schools
timeout
looking at him
Evans
because he just looked the part as a freshman. He sat out his entire sophomore year with a knee injury. Came back last year as a junior, and they moved him from linebacker to defensive end. And then this year they moved him inside a little bit, just out of necessity. And just a tough customer. He'll play on Saturdays somewhere next year. There's no question about that.
Well, while I have a moment, we'll remind you that if you miss any of the broadcast of Game Night Live, you can catch the rebroadcast as always Sunday at noon on WJBF.
As the student section cheers on for the Cowboys.
Napleton Infinity of Augusta timeout, and a pink out for the student section here at Grovetown this evening.
Yeah, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and they're taking full advantage. You see the 50-yard line there, the outline of the star in the middle of the field for Grovetown. Early score in one of the big games around the area tonight, North Augusta, South Aiken, a big battle. Number 4 ranked team in South Carolina versus the number 5 ranked team in Quad A, and right now North Augusta is on top. They lead at 7-0.
And pretty big college game going on right now for a lot of folks in our area, and one that right now that score might be raising a few eyebrows nationwide.
Well, WJBF's very own Scott Skadden probably pretty happy because Syracuse leads Clemson 14-7.
We'll keep an eye on that one. In the meantime, it is 3rd down, and they need 16 yards. And they're going to try to throw for it. Down there, receiver Braxton Wharton. He's got it. Complete at the 20. Wharton, touchdown, Grovetown.
Well, we said Evans was more of the quick strike offense, but Braxton Wharton there, a guy who came into the game averaging 16 yards a catch. That's his 23rd catch. He's now up over 400 yards receiving already as he catches his 2nd touchdown of the season. Bingham gave him a chance to make a play, and he had a step on the defensive back who fell down at the end of the play.
62 yards on the touchdown catch, and Grovetown reclaims the lead. 12-7 with the point after coming.
Yeah, they'll try to kick the extra point here. Well, I said that Coach Lackey did a great job on our GMC Kicks for College here up and through. Coach Lackey did a good job running with the running back, then going with the quarterback. They did a good job pounding the run. Evans' defensive backs cheated up. They hit them deep.
Donnie McLean remains perfect on points after this season and gives Grovetown a 13-7 lead. We'll keep it right here with just 8.8 seconds left to play in quarter number 1. Well, so far this thing's been everything advertised, AB.
Yeah, we figured we were going to have a tight ball game, and that's what's happening right now.
Both of these two teams, as we mentioned, fighting for the top spot in the region. And so far it has been a slugfest, to be sure.
Well, I will say this. Grovetown right now is winning the battle up front. They've moved the ball a little better. Evans had that one drive by 2 nice runs by their QB. But as far as who looks like they're getting it the easiest, it's been Grovetown. And
so far, this Grovetown defense has outdone this high-powered Evans offense.
Yeah, they've created a turnover which set up their first score. And they were able to get a really big stop when Evans had the ball starting possession at the Grovetown 43. That 3-and-out was monstrous. So they've had 2 3-and-outs already. The opening one just kind of set the tone of the game, and then one where Evans looked like they were in good position to score. Boy, this kid's got a leg, too.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Booming it
Both
through
teams.
the end zone.
That's Miles Jackson. He's a defensive back who earlier this year had a game where he had 3 interceptions. There you see him. And, man, booms that thing through the end zone. And, of course, Evans, Max Tyler did the same thing on their last kickoff. It just takes away that dynamic ability of Corey Watkins on the returns for Evans. So anytime he can get in the end zone, that's a win for Grovetown.
So Evans will have the ball at its own 20. This will be the final snap. Well, in all likelihood, the final snap of the first quarter. I suppose it's possible they could throw an incompletion. Or they could throw a completion out on the right side. It is complete to Dedrick Holmes, and Holmes will be up close to a first down. And I think he'll have it as the first quarter ticks to a close. Take one more look at it. And so that's how the first quarter will come to an end, with Evans setting up shop at its own 36-yard line when we return after one quarter of play. Your score, Grovetown 13, Evans 7.